It's because I'm leaning in.
Tape is rolling, boys and girls. About a minute till live radio. Sit back, relax. Make sure your seats and trays are in the upright position. And get ready for the ride. You're killing me, Spiff. You're killing me.
Where's the Dream Genie look at? Green Genie. Green Maralicia.
Hey, he made me pay for that music. I gotta get my 10,000 gold worth.
What music? Dream Genie lives on his back. Yep, that's Merc.
All right, quiet on the sit.
What? You know what Dream Genie is? Merc? Back? Merc? Merc, Mac, Merc.
Boobs.
You're killing me, Smalls.
$5.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
The time sink is real.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm doing nothing but standing on the line. You know, I should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a time.
Oh God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. I have to gently blow a ball into.
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Chuck and Les.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Last.
It's all Laz's fault. That's right, it's all Laz's fault. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz. And Jack is in and out, in and out, in and out. So we're going to put Merc up on his screen where Merc can wave hello to everybody. Jack is in the midst of a move. And he's having a little technical difficulties with his connection today. He's been in and out. So how is everybody doing out there today? For the record, today is Monday, March 20th, 2017 here inside Shroud of the Avatar. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah. Hello.
Is my partner in crime there is in and out, in and out. You may just want to do voice if he's even got voice right now. I don't even think he's got that. Okay.
Sometimes I wonder if he's got any common sense.
Well, we know he's got that. Yeah, that's not going to work. If he's not connecting, the bot is most likely going to die as well.
Well, let's up here. We can have him read whatever you need.
What's that?
Get a voice to him.
I said, we've got Led Zepp here. He can read whatever you need.
Well, we got Spiff here. Spiff can read, can he?
Yes.
Actually, we got quite a bit of stuff to cover today. So let's go ahead and get this stuff up on screen. We will start rolling. And hopefully Jack can get in here And, of course, join us with his commentary. Now, of course, let me get this all loaded up. One moment, please.
One moment, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you took me down there, but honestly, I look like shit. I look like about, what, 8-bit color?
I've got the green screen settings set for Jack's background, so you automatically inherit those when I throw you up on there in Screen Merc. So,
right.
Bear with us because you are there. If Jack comes back in, we'll switch the camera over. But let us remind you right off the bat, we are streaming live in the in-game radio, on the in-game radio, inside Shroud of the Avatar. You can go to your nearest portable Aether Vibration amplifier or stationary one and tune in to Radio Free Britannia and listen there. You can come join us in Discord. Go to nbnn.info, use the Discord link and come on in. Or you can just type into your web browser discord.me/NBNN. Come on in and join the crowd. There's a whole bunch of folks in here waiting for you to come join in the shenanigans. Or you can join us in the Zoom room where Merc and I and Jack sit most days. And you can join in on video and be seen by the world out there. So, moving right along. Scroda. We had update of the Avatar number 219 hit the thank you for the
maybe he's back.
Hold on, somebody let the dogs out. Falcon's Lantern is now following us, and he's let the dogs out, so we gotta let those puppies bounce. That's right.
Do that.
And that's right. If you want to see more of that, go ahead on over to twitch.tv/NBNN. Become a follower, and you too can let the dogs out. But anyway, we have updated the Avatar 219, hitting the website and email boxes, making of Cast Ruins, the Spring Telethon recording, decorations flash sale, World Water Day, and a whole lot more. Now, of course, the Cast Ruins is something that's been worked on here. And as you guys know, a lot of these scenes that these guys make for us actually are taken from, inspired by scenes in real life. And here, Sorcerer Steve shows us what his inspiration was, what the picture that he was working on or working from, and what the actual scene looks like. And of course, Sorcerer Steve knocking it out of the park one more time with that. Have not had a chance to get out there yet and take a sneak peek. This is what we've got for you right now, and all sorts of great stuff coming down the pipe there. For those of you folks who have the NPC reward as part of your pledge rewards, NPC submissions are being requested for harvest, and you need to follow the instructions given here in the update of the Avatar, because those submissions need to go directly to Lum the Mad for its consideration. And of course, don't be tossing the names into the hat if it's not a pledge reward, folks. If you don't have the pledge reward, don't do it. Don't do it, Merc. Don't do it, man. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna try not to do it. I'm gonna try.
At what level was that pledge reward available?
You know, they tell us that in here, but let me go back and get that for you. Developer Plus, so it has to be Developer Plus or over. Dev Plus pledge holders.
So I get one.
Yes. So you need to go into the Dev Plus forums, read the post by Lum, and respond to Lum by private message according to his instructions. If you fail to dot an I or cross a T, you're out of there, pal. Make sure you have storyline.
I was born a poor black child.
I was born a poor black child. Great movie.
I was born a bored black child.
All I need is this lamp and this thermos and this chair.
Who's that ugly guy on your screen, Laz?
I don't know.
Ugly.
How dare you?
That's
How
me.
dare you?
It's me, man. What are you talking about? No.
Okay, I got a question.
He hates these
Laz,
cans.
Laz, I have a question for you.
What you got, nerd?
Do you have you ever heard the word internist?
I have.
Do you know what an internist is?
I have.
Okay, what do you think it is? What is that?
It's somebody who practices internal medicine.
Thank you.
No?
Yes.
No, that's correct.
Yes.
I said internist to Led Zepp earlier, and he had an apoplectic fit. He just
Well, yeah. The only
he didn't
thing
know what an internist
What
was.
the fuck?
the only thing Led Zepp gets internal with, well, we know the answers to that.
Oh boy.
You said you wouldn't tell. You said you wouldn't tell.
Well, I did. Of course, Spring Telethon 2017. Missed questions answered. Dark Star went out and, of course, sat down. There was 20 some odd pages, 20 plus pages of questions that were taken by the folks who were helping down at the offices, taking those questions, whether it was the folks working on streams, people down at the offices taking those questions and documenting during the telethon. And Star sat down and went through all 20 pages of questions, posted the answers for us to interpret down here. And since we don't have Jack, we won't be doing that right at this time. Of course, the Obsidian Septagram of Dominion. Now, for those of you guys following all this stuff, there's a whole explanation. I'm not going to even delve into this because this is out of my field of expertise at this
gibberish to me.
I'm leaving a lot of the storyline. I'm not following all that until we're ready. So while I do know quite a bit about the game, there's a lot I still do not know, and I want to be surprised when I get there. So,
don't they sell that scepter at Walmart?
What's that?
I think I saw it there, yeah. Kmart, too.
No, you can't get them at Kmart, just Walmart. Of course, updates for the rewards from the telethon. If you guys were watching the telethon, you guys donated $5 or more during the 12-hour telethon. We got a list of rewards out there, and if you were watching, this shield was actually they started development right there on the spot on the shield, and as it's come along, we watched its progression through the 12 hours of the telethon, and absolutely wonderful job on this. We have it now in Sketchfab for you guys, and I'm going to show this off, because this thing from concept to what we have now is just absolutely fantastic. For those of you folks out there who really want to get into the Elven theme characters, this is just a must-have piece of equipment for the Elven character, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great
It's
stuff.
awesome looking.
I want one just because it looks so freaking awesome, not because I play an Elven character or I want to play that theme. I think it just looks that sharp that it's got to be one of those items must have in my collection. So
it's distinctive.
It
Very
is.
distinctive.
And who knows? It may actually be effective in battle. Maybe it'll have some. Yeah, we don't know.
Concept.
And if nothing else, it'll be a pattern, right?
Correct.
Well,
And
we don't know if it's going to be a pattern or not, but at the same time, most of those newbie shields aren't very effective unless you can actually apply them as a pattern.
If it's a reward, it'll yield an eternal pattern when you destroy it.
There you
Turn
go.
your mic up.
At some
Hi.
point.
Coming from
Hi,
the
Jack.
almighty and all-knowing that's Spiffco. Is and yes, Tally Poe, absolutely. That would be a really great wall hanger right there. Something you want to put on the wall and display make a nice display piece, something that I know that they're working on. Now, I've heard my wayward partner back in chat here. Are you just in chat? Are you on the mobile? What is your status, oh partner of mine?
I'm on my phone. I'm just connected straight to my normal wireless. Way too much packet loss on the wireless network right now to actually do anything. Over 25% packet loss. Yeah.
Burn that data.
If you can, turn your mic up, Jack.
Well,
I can't.
He can't.
So.
It's his phone.
You can turn him up on your side, as I'm doing right now, so folks can hear him.
Learn how to abuse Discord properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we show him how we can abuse kicking people out of the channel?
Well, the only problem is that it's not like TeamSpeak where you can just kick and rejoin the channel. It's kick, then you have to go find that invite to get back into the
Yeah, that's the bitch.
He
You
always
get back in
finds
unless
his
you have
way
the
back
invite.
in. And Eagle, I love you, man. I don't know, man. You are the rock. Eagle just donating $15 to NBNN. I love this shit, and Eagle loves this shit. Regular donator here on NBNN, and the patron as well. And I know he's sitting there drinking his NBNN out of his NBNN coffee mug as he's listening to us there, most likely. And thank you for your support. Again, you guys want to support us, you can go out to nbnn.info. All sorts of links out there. You can donate directly live on stream. You can become a patron and get some patron rewards to go with that. You get some cool swag depending on your pledge level. Everything from just the daily audio files for $1. You can go back and listen to past shows on demand. You won't find that anywhere else. And speaking of which, Jack, we both learned a little something new over the weekend. We had a request by Winfield over the weekend. He says, listen, guys, I got low bandwidth. How do I watch or listen to you guys on a low bandwidth connection? And for those of you guys having that problem, watching replays at least, go out when you're on YouTube. You can actually drop the video down and use it and see it. It's not the greatest, but it does support low bandwidth for those guys who actually want to watch the videos that they've missed.
I was going to say there's a couple better ways to catch the low bandwidth version. Number one would be tuning into WRFB.
Well, that's if you don't mind just the audio. I'm talking about people who actually wanted to watch the video. Yes.
Yes.
Low bandwidth. And again, but that's only available on day of show. I'm talking.
Well, and not necessarily true, because just the audio, you can also become a Patreon.
Well, that's what I just said.
And then you have access. Yeah. Hey,
didn't I just say all that?
Laz, let's look at all the angles here.
We have to reinforce these angles, man.
You got to reinforce the angles. Merc, why don't you push that side of the angle while Jack pushes the other side of the angle? There we go.
Let me get my geometry book out, for God's sakes.
Uh-oh. Is he getting the book out? Should I be scared that he's got a book, or should I be scared that he's got
Anybody ever hear books out there?
Well,
Led Zeppelin, you can't read. Let's not fool anyone. Come on.
Books.
He uses the books to stand on top of.
He looks at all the triangles and squares and looks at the pretty pictures. Yeah.
That's the stuff the universities charge you $500 for.
That's a semester.
Man.
What? That's one book.
Exactly.
I'm just surprised that he don't own a book, let alone it's on math. But moving right along.
He found it on the side of the street.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, lots of good pictures.
He found it out in Highville. Yeah, that's
all the pages are stuck together though.
Oh.
Hey, it's free, man.
You're bad. I love this shit, I tell you.
Okay, so did you want to go through the update of the avatar, then continue some questions?
Well,
And-
I was up to the flash sale that was going on the weekend. If you would like to pick up for us there.
No.
Okay. Weekend flash sale was going on this weekend, and it was 20% off all weekend. I did not look today, but usually on Monday's show, they still haven't taken the sale down. Let's go check on that for you folks who are listening right now. And we will verify whether that sale is actually still happening at the moment, unless one of you guys already knows the answer to that question.
I do not know the answer to that question.
We will check. And let's go to the add-on store. Decorations. Nope. They are all off sale. Somebody was on the stick this morning for a Monday. Yep. So, no more sale for you. Moving right along. World Water Day. Make a difference sale. Now, Jack, did you happen to catch some comments that were chatty over the weekend by any chance on the NBNN channel?
Yeah, I caught a couple of them. I chuckled and then ignored them.
Yes. Now, I want to get a chuckle, but I want to also give everybody else a chuckle at it. Apparently, we've got somebody who's not a very big fan of the game, and for whatever reason, he keeps coming in and posting commentary. And, of course, welcome to come post the commentary even while we're live, but always seems to catch us when we're not live. And one of his qualms was that Portalarium was raising money for charity, but only giving them 50%. And I had to set the record straight for this disgruntled person that they are selling items on the store to players, and they are donating 50% of those sales to charity, which is a big difference than raising money from charity and then keeping half of it. Okay.
Yeah, administration fees, man.
Is
obviously he's also never investigated most of the larger charities, including something like the Wounded Warrior Project, where as they decide that advertising is the way to go, they end up spending more of their budget on advertising.
Spend 90% of the operating, all the donations to go into operating costs. And yes, 50% is probably more than any charity you would donate to actually gives to its cause most times.
Yeah, that's true. There's no overhead here.
Yeah. This is something they created to help support these charities, and they put it for sale for players to have. The players buy it, and then 50% of that sale goes to charity. They don't have to be charitable, and they are not just doing it for the charity and taking money. It's actually the other way around. They're taking money from us to give us trinkets, and then they are taking upon themselves to donate half of that income. Who's got the hot mic and the loudspeakers, please?
What's the problem?
Not me.
What's the problem?
Somebody with the problem.
So people will complain about anything and everything.
Yes,
we already know that because there was the other big thing that came out over the weekend, but I would say let's bring up that other topic after we finish the weekend update.
Yes, but anyway, it's that time of the year that, again, it's World Water Day, and it's time to make a difference. March 22nd is World Water Day, and just a reminder that the water.org packages are still available on the Make a Difference store, and this is where your purchases help make a difference. And again, 50% of your purchase is donated to the charity.
And that cloak is pretty.
It is. And if you get the package, it comes with a couple of different things.
You need that rain emote.
Yes.
Because you need to make it rain.
But you get the ornate outhouse, the wishing well, the water magic cloak, the rain emote, all available in one package or individually. Yes, make it rain, Merc. Make it rain. Not that kind of rain. Oh,
Led Zepp, you need that outhouse.
Huh?
Led Zepp, you need that outhouse.
Yeah, I just don't know what the need for an ornate crapper is. You know, if it's functional, it works.
Hey, Laz, some people like to shit in style. Come on.
Well, you know.
Well, I would much rather invest the money on the toilet paper.
Yes, you know,
Good point,
2-ply
Jack.
over 1-ply any day. You know, the puffy kind. You know, once it's soft on your skin.
Angel soft.
Yeah, I don't want my fingers going through that shit. God damn it.
And moving right along, we've got the R39 offline data format change. This seems to be an ongoing thing with every release until they find a fix to it.
It's the same. It's the same message that has been there since R38. They just keep on updating it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Same routine. If you want to save and preserve the characters, you got to log in, do a data save. You know, exactly like you did the last time, and instructions on how to do all that to preserve your offline data format is here for everybody to look at. Of course, Barrick had his Nightmare Falls tour along with what was the Dev Brawl on Friday. And if you want to catch replays of that, that's available out there. List of upcoming events coming up, of course, end of the month. End of the month comes around. Release 40's coming up on the 30th. We're looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the QA coming up to see exactly what we got out there this month. Hopefully that'll be up by the end of the week, and we'll start getting some news coming out of there. And of course, the big news is there's going to be another free trial week already posted, April 6th through 10th. So if you got folks who are looking to get on in here and they want to play the game and they want to check it out beforehand, there's another free play week coming up here in Release 40. So get ready, Hospitalers. Get yourselves all prepped up because we have an announcement ahead of time on this one. So moving right along.
Damn Outlanders.
Damn Outlanders, I tell you.
Core is attacking list.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
And this time I really don't know what you're talking about because I've got too much packet loss. I can't get into the game. And I actually have the cable that would be the solution to all my problems. The only problem is my crimping tool and my RJ45s are
on the farm.
An hour away.
Caught without your crimping tool.
I tell you.
Damn, I hate when that happens.
And not only that, it's like I've got a 1,000-foot spool of like Cat 6.
Cat 6,
and
yep.
I can't
Cram it in the back. Yeah.
damn thing about it. It's like crap because
What would MacGyver do in this situation?
Soldering gun.
Make your own twisted pair.
Make your
Open
own.
the case. Open the case, man. Solder the little wires in there. Simple.
Holy crap.
If it's only 100 feet, it should work fine.
I just got the letter, the mother of all emails. And
well, I got one too, but it was from my lawyer, and you probably don't.
oh no, you better check your inbox. But we yeah, I can't talk about this.
Come on, do tell.
My freaking God.
Well,
Man.
why would you even bring it up then?
Yeah.
Because
Gee.
always leave me wanting more.
Well, the real question is, can I check my email on my desktop?
Calendar.
Is
Not
it
that time
calendar
yet.
spiff, is it? Truth is out there. Somewhere.
There is no truth.
Laz, I told you those emails were private, dude.
That's why I'm not talking about it.
Thank you.
Especially those pictures.
Naughty man.
Yeah, I didn't get that email. that you're talking about.
Is, hang on a second.
What's the topic of the email?
Hi, Laz and Jack.
Wow. Controversial there.
Oh, it's so
Really?
controversial.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
They told me that they've reconsidered everything I've said about the combat system, and they really want to listen to my ideas. And yeah,
But they can't. But they can't.
Where's the money?
Who's it from?
Unfortunately, we cannot. And go on.
anyway, moving right along. How about
My
some questions,
goodness, my
Jack?
goodness.
How about some questions?
That's funny.
That funny? That's not funny. That's fantastic.
No.
Did they tell you that fishing is going to be improved?
We have no new and improved fishing.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, I've got that in my inbox in the game now.
That's what I just said.
See, when you said it in your inbox, it's like I'm looking at my actual email.
Oh, sorry. Well, I get them in my email, so.
Well, I do too, but generally there's a lot of lag related to that. Yeah.
Do we want to argue about it or what?
Okay, so before we start talking about those questions, did you want to talk about what was sent to us over the weekend as far as behavior?
As behavior, you talking about the public post in Facebook about behavior? Is that the one?
Well, yeah, and it also had a link to
A link to a certain article?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually had that up, and because of my monitor loss this morning, you're not the only one. Again, they don't call me Laz Technical Difficulties Long, folks, for no reason. I mean, woke up this morning and turned on everything, and I got one monitor that's a little sketchy when it's cold, but I go to turn another one on and it's just dead. So I had to reach into the closet and, of course, pull out the backup. Of course, the one that died has a sticker of $1.99 on it, so I just replaced it with one that has a sticker for $4.99 on it. And you laugh. I'm gonna take pictures and post them in Discord later. You laugh. I picked these things up at secondhand stores. I mean, it was a $2 monitor for crying.
19-inch
monitor for
CRTs or what?
$2.
CRTs or what?
No, flat screens, man. Flat screens.
13-inch? What the hell are you talking about?
But moving right along, let me get this up here.
VGA 480 by, what is it? 4-color.
Oh, jeez. Where is my web browser? I am all
Cayenne there.
So the article was on sodaevil.blogspot.com.
Yeah, I can just do that then.
Oh, boy.
Hey, you know what? I actually kind of enjoy it.
Is evil.
That's right. No, it is actually someone that is role-playing the evil aspect. So they are playing a PK. And they have a problem with a couple of recipients of the Order of the New Britannian Empire.
Rutro.
Yes.
Hello.
Now,
I've got a problem with you too.
I am going to, first off, start with, this started with a post on Facebook, which led me to this article, and it's an ongoing discussion. So let me point out first that this is taken from a discussion that happened in Noble's chat, which is a pay-for-play area, mind you. So not everybody has access to Noble's chat. And of course, I will put my 2 cents in on Noble's chat. I have an orb, and I really don't use it because of all the crap that goes on. And second, yes, I am a 1B winner. And anything that I did before I became a 1B winner, I think Brian said it the best out there, is that certain 1B winners have personalities, and just because our personalities are what they are does not mean because we were given an award that our personality needs to change to reflect the awardance of community service from Portalarium. So for everybody who really thinks that these recognition awards make somebody different because they have this shiny little metal. Yes, this shiny little metal in the plastic, signed by Lord British.
So the idea is, I guess you need to change so that you're a better representative of the game or whatever.
I'm going to let Jack go ahead with the article now, and we will interpret it as only we can do.
Okay, so part of being a recipient of a 1B is you are expected to adhere to some pretty strict standards. Those standards are things like it's a little bit more extreme than DBAD because you're not supposed to do a bunch of things. And there becomes an issue where in Noble's chat, which is some people's personal playground, they think they can dictate exactly what's said and what's not said in Noble's chat, and they like to be the policeman of it. Now, this starts off with Midian going out and saying, hey, you know what? Hey, don't forget to go visit the DoD shop next to the Clink in Owl's Head. And then a 1B recipient decided to make some snide comments about it, and then...
Well, I want to comment on that because there was a long conversation that was cherry-picked from First Off, and the question asked was there anybody from Port Phoenix on? And this guy came back with the, no, but check out our shop advertisement, and that's what the 1B recipient had a problem with. You know, he answered a question with an advertisement which was not solicited and not asked for, and that's where the nitpicking started.
I was actually sitting in during that whole conversation, and I think the issue came down to the couple of folks that were having an issue are kind of known to spam Noble's chat quite often, at least from what I've heard. About stores and sales and shops, and there's been a big debate on there for a long time if that should be acceptable, because there really isn't a Noble's chat policy.
No, what is Noble's chat policy and what is Noble's chat? Let's get to that first. Noble's chat is an item that came as a pledge reward that allowed you developer access, because the developers were supposed to hang out in this channel and we would have closer access to give the developers information. This is not what Noble's chat has become. Noble's chat has become a playground for an elite group of people who have a Noble's orb. This is what it comes down to. We have the haves and the have-nots. Okay? And
it's the closest in-game method of a
global chat.
Chat there is.
But it's a very closed global chat because only so many people have access to it.
The $1,600 price point early on, unless you bought someone else's Noble.
Now, of course, I had said that, because a lot of people are like, well, you can talk in here, this is Developer Plus, and I says, no, well, you know what? The minute they allowed those things to go on sale, the Developer Plus thing went out the window because, as Sater says right here in Discord, I sold my orb, so I hope you got a nice price for it, Sater. I know a lot of people who did. But now you have people buying this who are not Developer Plus access, who now have access to this private chat.
And remember that the Noble's Discourse orb was Lord Pledge Plus.
Yes. So you had to be above a Lord in order to get your hands on one of these in the first place. And again, this is a pay-to-play area as far as I'm concerned. Now, I've also heard the argument, well, Laz, you've spoken about what goes on in Noble's chat, or you've shown it on your screen. Yes, occasionally I have a tab open and Noble's chat shows up. I can see Merc in there. Creating havoc as always, but
I'd like to point out that the whole concept is shitty because I have an orb, so
Yeah, I mean, Merc's
you
got
go.
an orb. I mean,
That kind of proves that something's wrong, right?
Yeah.
yeah. That goes to show.
Jesus.
But
No standards.
moving right along, Jack. Go ahead.
Moo.
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 Well, I'd like to say something if I could, real quick. You know, the Nobles chat was the only way I had to just kind of, I hate to use the word spam, but to communicate to a big group of people about the Iron Maiden Chemo Relief Fund while that was going on.
Absolutely.
And I did that, you know, I didn't abuse it. I did it, you know, a couple times a day. And no one had an issue with it. I did get into a bit of a tiff with somebody who was like, you know, you're breaking policy by doing this. And then I was kind of like, well, what's the policy? And then a bunch of people jumped into my defense, saying, well, this is something that the community's doing.
Absolutely.
Supports it.
Yeah. This is one where it's like, these are the same people that will, if they don't like you, they will complain about you spamming an announcement about your event kicking off or visiting your shop. I mean, it's one where it's like, you know what? Go ahead, use it for what it's intended to. Advertise.
Now, we've had this discussion, you and I. We've been in this room, and a lot of us have said, you know, well, and it's been asked for. People want global chat, and everybody's like, well, we can't give them global chat because it's going to spam stuff. I'm telling you, Kodos charge. Anyone who wants to put anything in an advertisement, you charge them a Kodo, and they can only do it, say, once an hour, you know? And you have an advertising chat room. They can spam it all they want. They can pay for it and get their advertisements out there, and Portalarium makes a buck. I don't see what the problem with that is.
And Nobles Chat is such a small audience in the big scheme of things. You're kind of always talking to the same people.
Yeah.
We actually had our best results with the Chemo Fund by having the message of the day updated, and that was more of a global audience. So,
Absolutely.
You know, I got into discussion with people on Nobles Chat about, hell no, we don't want global chat. Well, you know, my point was like, well, it's really hard to reach a wide swath of the community without something like that. And
what's the issue with the global chat? What is the problem with having it?
We don't have
It's just, listen, it's one of these things.
I know. What's the issue with it?
The Noble Chat was designed in the early stages of the game, earlier stages, and it's just one of those things that is not scaling, right? It's like, it's become more of a problem now than what it was originally meant to be.
Yeah, and a lot of people are quoting, well, that's against the policy, and this is
there is no policy.
There's no policy. Yeah.
You know, and again, while I do see developers pop in and out of there, its whole intended use, as far as my concern is it failed for its intended use to begin with. But anyway, my biggest gripe, of course, is that you're taking something that not everybody has access to, is a pay-for-play item. I mean, I know people talk about pay-to-win, pay-to-play. This is, in my opinion, a pay-to-play item. You had to pony up a whole lot of money to get one of these to be entitled to be in that chat group. Okay, whether you sold it off as something you didn't want, that's, of course, up to the holder of that. But this is not open for public discussion. If you really want to talk about ethics of what the 1B winner did, taking this discussion from Nobles and putting it out for the world to see just makes that person look, I don't know. What's the word I want to say, Jack? It's something to do with D-bad. Like a dick.
I'm wondering how much, and this is not a knock against the show, Jack or Laz. I'm wondering how many people listening right now really give to Fs.
None. You know, they're all laughing because they realize what a joke it is. Yeah.
Right.
Well, my solution to the issue over the weekend when everyone was voting there was like, if you don't like what somebody's saying, you have a mute button. You know, you can whisper, you can kill somebody's conversation.
Right.
It's like block people that you don't feel like listening to.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
That brings us to the next point of topic there. We've had people scream, well, you know, my children play this game and people cuss. That's why we have a spam filter. If you don't
you
want
know
people
what?
And there's a
seeing
language
You know what?
filter, isn't there?
that's what I'm
There-
saying.
there-
That's why
there
we have a
is-
language
There
filter.
is a language filter.
You don't like
My
it?
children play
Then
this game.
people still complain about you cursing on there. What?
People will
Turn the
complain that people are toxic, and you know what? There's a block button. Ignore them. You don't have to ever deal with them again. I use it, and it works for the most
Yeah,
part.
this is much easier than real life where
Yes.
there's no block button.
Yeah.
You know?
Is
We'll turn on the fucking filter and then
you know, you got this
Well, yeah,
annoying
but-
person
yeah,
or customer comes into your job site at least twice a week and just rubs you the wrong way, and there's nothing you can do about it
no
because
block
that's life.
button. No.
Well,
No
here in
mute.
Shroud of the
Where's your
Avatar,
mute?
you have a block button.
Where's your
You
mute
have
button?
a sensor.
I prefer the little gear icon and uncheck that chat.
Well, again, I have it off on a different tab because a lot of times people will say, "Hey, Laz, there's some hot news going on in Noble's chat. Go take a look," you know. And of course, I'd like to be able to see what's going on when I want to take a peek. But for the most part,
Well, that's what I don't understand about the global chat. If people don't like it, just turn it off. I mean, you can
but it's
do
not
that.
a global
totally
chat.
up-
That's the
totally
problem,
optional.
and it's not.
No,
a
I'm
chat.
talking about having a global chat.
Well,
That's-
again, that's my attitude.
Then they really actually have to police global chat 24 hours a day,
Yeah.
7 days
no,
a
they
week.
don't.
Yeah, they would.
It's like
I wouldn't want. Thinking about it, I wouldn't want global chat in this game. It would break too many things. It would break.
Well, you could
trading,
turn the
'cause-
button off. You know,
'cause
there's
somebody
chat
anywhere could just
uncheck the global chat. Then
selling
Well,
this item for this price, and then it's just going to ruin everything.
let's throw this idea out there is the good folks down at Port Alarium have always said that they want to throw voice into the game. So basically, like we're talking now, if you walk into Owl's Head, you're going to be able to talk to anybody in Owl's Head if you choose to have that option on. Can you imagine that kind of chatter?
Oh Jesus!
Is that going to be immersion breaking if we do
I'm
that?
hoping they can come up with a technology where the voice module, whatever they choose to use as voice, can know the distance between two characters in
Well-
the world, and then can limit the range of that voice chat.
I think that would
be good.
break my immersion, man. I mean, that would really break my immersion.
I think that actually makes it more immersive.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's one where that actually becomes something that's really, really cool. And it's one where it's like, you know what, they definitely need a party chat because not everybody's connected to Discord, TeamSpeak, Mumble, any other Curse, any of the other voice chats. And you end up with, it's like, hey, you need better access, you need better communications. And it's like, I've been playing games for fucking 20-something years that had built-in voice chats. Okay, not 20, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say is
15
most of
years.
those games I know that have the built-in voice stuff for the most part are console games these days, aren't they?
Yeah, that's
your
true.
Xbox and your
I'm talking about the PC games that like started using like games.
right, but they don't have that voice integration in the game. Most
In
times
the
you have to
game.
use a third-party software. No,
Well, just the other day I was trying to ask Chris, and he never answered me though. But
Counter-Strike.
is Discord something that they could include as a library and use Discord as the voice engine, but then also, like I said, incorporate
You got complaints now.
incorporate that.
incorporate-
Yes, absolutely.
incorporate the distance between characters and disallow any communication if two characters are too far apart.
But lots
World
of
of Warcraft actually has a voice client built in.
which does?
World of Warcraft.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is,
does Dungeons and Dragons Online.
And
And then you got people like me who wants no voice support at all in
See-
any way, shape, or form.
Right.
I played D&D online back when it first came out. Again, looking for a replacement for my Ultima Fix, and I don't recall it having any voice. Maybe it was something they added later. I didn't
Could be.
didn't like how it was laid out. Nobody talked to you. You had the arrows above the freaking head thing. Didn't care for it,
Well, that's the thing. You said it, Laz. It's more of a thing with console games. In console games, people expect voice chat.
Absolutely.
And that's like part of it,
But
What-
great information. Great,
You don't have a keyboard to type either with console games.
great
so
topic
it's
of
kind your only form
conversation
of
for you
communication.
guys today, and I appreciate all the feedback on this. But we do have a lot to cover, and we have no time to cover it. So I want to get on to one more thing that, of course, we need to get out there, because we didn't give our sponsors any love out there.
Sponsors.
On Friday, since it was the anniversary day, and of course we ran over. But Jack, there's a link for you. I'm going to go ahead and just give the people the lowdown on this one. Jacob White is at it again, folks. One more time, he's come out. And of course, if you guys have been paying attention to us, the stand-up corner, they've been working on soda map integration. But Jacob White has just added this list of new maps: Superstition Canyon, Vauban Pass, High Vale, Blackblade Pass, Quell Passage, Midmere Passage, Crypt of the Avatar. I can't read this because of the box on my screen. One moment, please.
Thank you, Jacob.
Isn't that Merc, that box?
Equitus Passion, Spindrift, Blood Bay, Brittany Sewers, Shuttered Eye, Xenos, Brookside, Midras Ruins, Hilt Fortress now has a map on Soda Map, folks. Palladis Passage, Resolute Sewers, the Necropolis, the Caverns of Skrek, and the Rise all now have maps. Hilt and the Rise, two huge ones, not including Blood Bay. Jacob White's knocking this shit out of the park, folks. So give him a lot of kudos. The maps
He's
are
on top of it.
Right there on the website for you to view. So if you want to see what the Rise looks like, you can just go click on it.
Don't forget to make a donation to Jacob White for
That's
all
right.
of his hard work.
Absolutely.
Just because it's like, if anybody deserves a donation, he is.
And if you are a player-owned town owner, you need to have access to your map, and you should make that donation, because Jacob has done such great things that allow player-owned town owners to manipulate the map, lay it out like they want, and highlight the high points, do all sorts of things. But meanwhile, we got to get the calendar out of the way today. Jack, you want to do calendar? You got that ready, or should I just...
Come on.
What, the calendar on NBNN.info or on the Soda, or the NBNN
Soda
app, which is available on the Google Play Store, the Apple iTunes Store, as well as the Amazon App Store.
Yay.
All of that, it
Got 'em
is
all right.
free. Yay! I had to brain fart my way through those app stores. Don't forget, all times on the community calendar, which is a Google Doc that has aggregated all the different Google public calendars available for Shroud of the Avatar. All times on it are Central Standard Time. And if you want your public calendar added to the NBNN
That's right.
Shroud of the Avatar community calendar, you need to email news@nbnn.info.
That's this
and say,
guy.
Hey, Laz, add me. And eventually he'll do something about it. Don't forget, all times are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as New Britannia Time.
Britannia Time.
And in Led Zepp's case, it is Nude Britannia
Nude
Time.
Britannia Time.
That's what I'm
That's right.
talking about. Yeah.
Yes. Then today at noon 3, 6, 9, and 12, there are two idiots that have way too many technical problems.
But we still managed to get a show out for you, folks.
Yeah, let's hear it for Jack, who did his best to do.
That's right. Jack is
Hey.
homeless at the moment.
20% packet loss. Jeez.
He's got a bookshelf for a desk, I tell you. You know, the things this guy does, the things we do. I love this shit. But let's get this
Yeah.
out of the way. We got to thank the sponsors after we knock the calendar out.
Wait. Hey, NBNN, it's Lunch with Laz and Jack on WRFB.
WRFB.
At 6 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, the GOG, Grumpy Old Gamer, He's taken the alternative route.
I don't
At
want to go
7
that route. I
p.m.,
want to go the
there's-
other route.
Okay. There is a weekly open RP event in Verat Chaos. That is going to be at the Pub of Extraordinary Thought. Don't forget, all the best adventures always begin at a pub somewhere.
Somewhere.
At 7 p.m. on WRFB.
WRFB.
Are the 70s at 7. At 8 p.m. on Avatars Radio is Monday Nights with DJ Killy.
G'day.
At 9 p.m. is the Order of Vengeance Guild meeting.
With your proper
And
PvP.
the final... That's right. The final event of the evening is on WRFB.
WRFB. Radio
And that
Free
is
Britannia.
the record room. And that's our community calendar for this Monday, March 20th in Shroud.
Shroud of the Avatar.
And since I'm sitting in just on video today, I just want to say Shroud of
The Avatar.
the Avatar.
That's right. And of course, we're going to
Mini
remind you
Jack.
that
We got
we
Mini
are
Jack on
proud
today.
sponsors of SodaCon 2016. Austin, if you need any information, you can go out to SodaConAustin.org and get the information out there. If you can't find what you need, you can come see me and I'll get you pointed in the right direction. Of course, as Jack just told you, you can catch us in replays on WRFB throughout the day. As well, you can get the Deco Divas on the air Wednesdays and Thursdays, and Wake Up New Britannia every Saturday from 7 to 9. Somebody won $100,000 in in-game gold this Saturday for listening for the special sound. So it could be you next time. Tune in and find out. Of course, our good friends over at the Auchenshire and Markham Farms for your wholesale cotton reagents, vegetables, ale, and more, located conveniently at Dawn's Keep just south of Central Brittany. And if you need them in a jiff, you can find them out at the Shroud Marketplace. Of course, Grimy Traders Auction House. If you want to start your own auction, whether it be cash or gold auctions, go to grimytraders.com and start your own. It's free to sign up, it's free to list, it's free to sell, it's free to buy, it's free to use, folks. Check out grimytraders.com. Soda Map is truth, so says Lord British, so says Laz. It is your best resource out there for getting around the game world, and it's so good that developers are going to throw it in for you in R40, we hear. We'll be keeping you updated on that and keeping our fingers crossed for Jacob. That map makes it in this release. We're looking forward to it. Our good friend Ben over at Relics by Real also topping up his game this month. He's got all sorts of new t-shirts, stickers, and all sorts of swag at relicsbyreal.com. If you want to get your swag on and you need some soda swag like this t-shirt, Shroud hats, not this hat, patches like that, yes, that patch, and much, much more, including things like the NBNN I Love This Shit bumper sticker. Go to relicsbyreal.com, and if you want to save some money on that swag, you use the promo code NBNN when you check out at relicsbyreal.com, and you'll save 10% off when you check out. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at the Shroud Marketplace, shroudmarketplace.com, for all your virtual vendable needs here in game. Jack, you want to tell the good boys or girls all about the marketplace in 3 minutes or less?
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. And that includes recalls and teleport scrolls. If you don't want to buy them in-game and you'd much rather have me deliver them to you, you know what? You can pay me $5 and I'll deliver 100 teleports or recall scrolls
right
directly
to your
to
doorstep.
You. That is right.
Are you deep in the hearts of Hilton and need a way out? Jack will come and deliver.
Well, as long as they're in multiplayer only,
well,
I can teleport to you. But yes, don't forget, anything Shroud of the Avatar related can be bought or sold on
anything
Shroud.
you want.
That's right.
There it
anything
is.
you want.
$5 a long time.
You got it.
you could list your accounts up for sale. You can actually do your game gold, your Crowns of the Obsidian, just like Satyr Stinky Sewer Shop, where the 100 crown Kodos is $75, which is cheaper than you can get it from the add-on store.
Right.
I have a question actually.
Yeah.
Can I sell my body on this site?
It depends on
There's not
whether
enough
or
gold
not
for that.
you can sell your
Good
body.
point.
Who the hell gonna want to buy that?
Well, I don't know.
Internist.
Anything. Anything.
I don't
you
know if
want.
you can sell your avatar's body on Shroud Marketplace.
I
It
sell
depends.
mine.
What kind of good time are you going to give people?
That's right. You can
Planting
sell your
water
body
cotton.
for services. We know a few
Well,
places.
it's more of a
Who's
service.
gonna want to buy
More
that
of a
ragged
service.
thing? Who
Yeah,
wants
I mean,
that ragged thing?
You know what? You might as well go lift your body up on the services page right now for in-game. So that way,
You should.
if someone actually does it, just like Scrota's music service, where $5 gets you,
Anything you want.
That's right.
which is Scrota following you around for an hour playing music.
And speaking of music,
Scrotus.
I forgot
I can
about.
do, harvest water for an hour for $5.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what? He could do that while he's playing music.
Play music.
I forgot about Zeke's music shop. Zeke's got a new shop available. He's promoting music, and it's available right now near the Crafting Center in Owl's Head. And, of course, I'm still waiting for him to give me some more information that we can tell you folks. But let's not forget our good friends over at the BMC. I did forget them, and, of course, got to send thanks to them, big supporters of our site. And, of course,
I just
thank you
restocked
guys.
my shop in Central Brittany. Don't forget my shop too.
So you can get Scrota's stuff right here on our lots. Scrota's sheet music is available right here on the NBNN lot.
Sheep
and throughout
music?
Sheep music, yes, just for
Sheep
your sheep.
music.
Music, all right. Cool.
That way, when you're loving your sheep,
That's right.
have some music.
But of course, as always, here we are. We do it again. We run over our allotted time. And we got to go ahead and get out of here, folks. We're having way too much fun with this. But that's life here in Shroud of the Avatar on NBNN. This is live. It don't get no better than this. And, of course, we got to thank you guys for keeping us here and joining us every day. Got to thank our special guest on screen today, Merc, standing in for Jack.
I'm in Zoom, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't know you were in Zoom.
I've been in Zoom for like an hour. I could have like saved
You're
my
frozen
data.
though, Jack.
Nah, you got nothing. It
Frame.
looks like the same thing when you dropped earlier.
There you go. Believe me, people want to see you rather than me. There's no competition.
There he is. But anyway, we got to get out of here, folks. Thank you for listening.
Just
Thank
whenever
you
I
for
tab
watching.
away.
Thank you for your support. We love you guys. We love this shit. And we will be back with more, hopefully less, technical difficulties tomorrow. Until then, we'll be back. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. We love you guys, and we'll be back with more tomorrow. Till then, I'm Laz,
I'm Jack.
and we
I'm eating
are
cashews.
NBNN. Stay tuned for more. We'll be back tomorrow, folks. I love this shit, I tell you.
It's a Scrouda.
It's Scroda. Scroda.
Delicious.
Delicious Scrodas. Scroda sodas.
Just say no to donut.
Clear.